I'm Nancy Zeman, and I'd like to introduce you to Clover's new Trace and Create quilt templates. Traditional to supersized Dresden-style blocks can be made with ease. The Dresden Plate or fan quilt block is a time-honored quilt pattern. With my new set of templates, create 6 sizes of blocks. Here I have the plate blocks, 12-inch, 16-inch, the 24-inch, here's the 32-inch, the 36-inch block, and then the supersized Dresden Plate. There are also 6 sizes of the fan blocks. Again, traditional to supersized. Here's the 6-inch block and the 20-inch block. The quilting magic begins with the templates. Let me show you how. The wedge-shaped template provides 6 different Dresden Plate and fan sizes. Each size gives the finished size of the block or the plate. At the far end of the wedge, the narrow edge, you can determine 3 different sizes of circle appliques. The color-coded markings correlate to the color-coded markings on the circle. You'll have a finished 8-inch, a finished 6-inch, or a finished 4-inch circle, either for the plate or a quarter circle for the fan. First, determine the size of Dresden Plate or fan block you'd like to create. I'm going to make the 36-inch plate. Measure from the die cut marking to the length at the circle marking. It's 14.5 inches. Cut strips 14.5 inches and then place the wedge on top of the fabric. Using a fine point marker or pencil, align the top of the template and mark each edge. I've pre-marked these, and you can see then flip it and mark the other side, aligning the first marking and the template together. Mark. Using your rotary cutter and ruler, place a ruler along the edge with your rotary cutter and simply cut out the wedges. The sewing is simple. Set your machine for a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Fold the wide end of the wedge in half. Stitch across the end. Repeat the process, chain stitching the ends of all the wedges. After clipping the threads, finger press the seam allowances and turn right side out. Next, align 2 wedges right sides together. Begin stitching at the wide end. Stitch 5 wedges to create a fan or 20 wedges to form a Dresden Plate. Pin your Dresden shape on a block. The plate or the circular design is centered in the block. The fan design is simply placed in the corner of the block. With a blind hem stitch or straight stitch setting, stitch the Dresden shapes to the block. Now it's time to create quarter circles or full circles. Trace the circle that you'd like, the size, on a square fabric that has been backed with fusible interfacing. Trace along the die cut lines. Then stitch following the markings. In the instructions, you'll find details on how to utilize the fusible interfacing, doing some trimming, turning, and pressing to create a perfectly shaped circle. For the fans, you'll need a quarter circle. You'll be cutting the circle in force. There'll be markings on the template showing you exactly where to cut. Now place the appliques on the appropriate block. The fan quarter circle goes in the corner, and then you top stitch or blind stitch, and the circle finishes the plate. With this set of templates, you can create traditional to supersized blocks with ease, yet there are many more creative options. Gradated or ombre fabrics are ideal for supersized blocks. Here's a 40-inch block that is designed to be the focal point of a quilt. Or sew strips of fabric together and then cut out the wedges for a scrappy Dresden design. I know you'll agree with me that the Trace and Create quilt templates provide versatility and ease to quilting. Clover's Trace and Create quilt templates, the Dresden Plate and Fan collection, is available through your favorite sewing, quilting, and craft stores nationwide. Order today.